Okay. Audible, na? Lekin ye so jate, sorry. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. We will start this session straight away as our speaker has already joined us. So let me introduce. He is Professor Subir Kumar, uh, Professor and Head Department of Commerce, Tripura University. As I was mentioning that he is the senior most faculty of our department. Indeed, it is. Yes, he is because he was there in our department from its inception. Thank you, sir. Thank you, as because you were in our workshop also since starting in 2018. Yesterday, Dr. Shamrat sir has joined us. So Shamrat sir and Subir sir, both of them have continuously and helped us in such a way that neither us or they can forget each other. Sir, I welcome on behalf of Tripura University and I Department of IT, and over to you. Before that, we want to felicitate our speakers. I'd like to request the coordinator, sir, Dr. Alok Roy. No, no. Sir, please.
Nowadays, they are very much formal. They are welcoming their own family members.
Small token of love.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I am the senior most family members in this department. Because when 2004 it was started, none of the staffs were there. So that was started with one of my friends, Kumar, and they invited me for one of your papers. That is, I think that was operation research, and me and that Hindu sir was there. Anyway, so before I Kumar will be there. Before I start this one, I want to say you something. So all of you are from IT department now. So you know that you know data science, programming, all these things. These will be required when you join a service. But before joining a service, whatever the questions will be asked, that is from statistics. It is not that core statistics will be asked to you. Rather, just 2-3 days ago, Subir sir visited our department. He was talking like this one. So he visited one of the centers there. They were talking like this one. That is, once you join this one, join in a particular job like this one, there is need to whatever the subject related matter. Before you join, they are in a data science program. Now, you have to do this one for statistics. That is how to interpret this one. And here, we will not go by the core statistics. Rather, we go by just like that one. I have a research. I know how to read the time. Till I was late. I'm extremely sorry for that one. But I really don't know how it is operating this one. So here also, that is, when you try to do this one, we go by some theories and definitely how to implement this one and how to interpret these results. So here, testing of hypothesis ANOVA, we are talking about this one. So testing of hypothesis, we have heard so many things, so many problems were there. And suppose we start from a very simple story. I think you heard about Dushmanto and Shakuntala's story before Mahabharata, like this one, na? So what happens one day, Dushmanto was visiting in a jungle and he faced some problem and there he met Shakuntala, married her and blah, blah, blah. After that, they have a boy, small boy, like this one. One day, Dushmanto decided to come back to his capital. And there, he gave one ring to Shakuntala. Okay, whenever you come to Agartala, suppose capital city of Agartala, then you please show me this one, I can recognize you, my wife. So if I want to do the same thing, that is reaching my, just after my office, if I go to my home and ask my wife, show me the ring, then only I can really recognize you as my wife. I'll be brutally beaten and thrown out from down. So till at that time, that may be. Anyway, so that was the story. After that, what happens? So after sometimes when Bharat becomes a little bit, suppose 10 years, 12 years, like just like here also, people from Ramanagod, Virania, they want to teach their students. at Agartala, just like this one. Others advised Shakuntala, okay, please you go to capital and there you please admit Bharat in some good school. So she decided to come. In the meantime, what happened? She forgot somehow that ring. And Shakuntala was very committed. So she never thought about this one, that is Bharat will not, that is Bharat's father will not recognize me as his wife. And here the story is. So one day Shakuntala came and asked Mr. Dushmanto, can you recognize me? I am your wife. Dushmanto forgot this. So start from here. Shakuntala's claim was right. She was the wife of Dushman. Dasarath failed to accept that. This is type 1. What is true? If someone is not able to accept that truth, that is, so that is type 1 error and called alpha in statistics. And whenever there is a type 1 error, automatically there is a type 2 error. So some chamchas were there, na? So they advised Dushmanto, sir, don't believe in this lady. She is a bad character. Actually, that was not true. Dushmanto accepted that. This is called type 2 error or beta. This is the simple difference. So what was true? That is, Shakuntala was actually the wife. It was not accepted. So that is type 1 error. And when there is a type 1 error, automatically there is a type 2 error. That is, she is of bad character. Please don't accept her. So it was not true. But Dushmanto accepted that one. And definitely she was thrown out from the capital and several stories are going on. We stop here. So our problem is whenever you go for test of hypothesis, suppose here so many students are there. I want to test one hypothesis, that is there any difference between the natural one, then boys and girls groups in terms of their marks, different subjects. So whenever we try to do this one, we have to assume something first. So that is called the initial or null hypothesis. What is my preferred supposition? There is no difference between the boys and the girls. That is called preferred suppositions. Then one way is that I have to ask the same questions to each and everyone in these classes, and on the basis of that, I can take a decision. That is called census. And census is basically a very laborious process. Even government of India was not able to conduct the census for the last 14 years or so. It is so costly. So in that natural way is that we have to take some samples. And on the basis of this sample observations, we'll decide how to compare between the boys and girls. And here the type 1 error alpha is concerned. So whenever, since we are not considering the whole populations, rather a small fractions of the populations, so definitely there must be some error. The error done by Dushmanto, that is type 1 error, and that is called alpha. So if we accept that there is a 5% error, this error is basically accepted. So 5% error means right hand side 2.5%, left hand side 2.5%. Okay. Left hand side 2.5%, right hand side 2.5%, and in between this is called confidence interval. Nowadays, several programs are there. Simple one is Excel, like this one also. You can calculate this one. And whenever you put something, some results will automatically come. But you have to interpret it properly. And always never demand. I repeat this one. Please don't believe on the machine's output each and every time. Machine's output each and every time. Because there are several ways of that results may appear, but if you are not able to interpret it properly, then there will be a problem. I think all of you are from MCA department, na? MCA department. So you heard about the Gaussian distributions? Gaussian distributions? Normal distributions, Gaussian distributions. Gaussian? Okay. How many are from BTech? Those who are from BTech background, Is there anyone from BTech background? Or you are from BC and MCA background? So let's go by one. That is how this testing of hypothesis started. And there we consider a very small examples and try to show that how to interpret the results. Because we are neither me nor you are from statistics background. So pure theoretical statistics is not required. What we do is basically we take some problem and try to solve this one. And how to interpret the results. But I repeat this one. Whenever you go for any type of interview, particularly those are from computer applications, it is expected that you should interpret the result. You will be given one output and please interpret the results. For my purpose, this testing of hypothesis and ANOVA like this one. So just by seeing the output, you have to interpret, and that is most important. It is not expected that they will ask you what you mean by probabilities, what are the different types of probabilities. This history will not be asked. Even what is Gaussian distribution, that will not be asked. But on the basis of that, because it is a MCA, na, Master in Computer Applications, so you are expected that you apply this one, and on the basis of that, you interpret the results. That is the main part. So previously, when I joined there, I said you one thing, 2004 onwards, those who have passed from the department, all are basically specialized in my conceptions, that is cyber security like this one. So that phase 5-10 years gone. Then come, that is when they came, they have introduced some new concept also, and that is near equivalent to computer science like this one. So IT and CS, math like this one. But main demand of IT is that you'll be surprised to know that it will be very surprising. That is, this university has a demand for huge number of IT people, purely IT people. And we are thankful that we have one IT people from the department who was also my students also. Once he was appointed in Tripura University, and we are lucky enough that we received him in our department. So he was from computer science department, and he was very much habituated with our department. And you'll be surprised to know that in our department, 45% of the MOOC courses contributed. So far as the whole Tripura University is concerned, but there what happens, one day, one office people came and took him and asked him to type. He left this university, now joined in ICFA University. So IT people don't think that this IT people is only for the cyber security or for this. Then CS people are there. Particularly the IT people, there is an applications. There is a huge demand of IT people for commerce department, economics department, MBA department, particularly the life science departments. I think you already know the R and Python programs, na? If you need more programming, less statistics, go for Python. If you need more statistics, less programming, then go for R. Less statistics, more programming, go for Python. More programming, that is less programming and more statistics, then go for R. But when you start this one, basically you have to start from that one. That is what I say, that is from Excel. Until and unless you know Excel. Okay, in my department also, I always believe that first of all, you have to go by P and method. Then you have to go by Excel. Okay, you all are IT people. Now I ask you one simple question. Suppose I have a PDF document with negative elements, that is negative terms are there. I want to convert this in an Excel. How to do this one? I have a table in PDF format with some negative items. Negative sign is there. I want to convert this one in an Excel table. How to do this one? Can you please suggest me? It is expected from the IT people. Can you please tell me? I think it is enough for any VCA people to do this one. Nah? I have a table in PDF format, .pdf format. I want to convert this into in Excel, .xls or .csv. How to do that? Anyone? Online? Have you ever checked with negative item? That is -5, -5, -7, some items are there. Some elements are there. Have you tried this one ever? If you want to go for the online, that minus will appear as underscore. That is the problem. So what is expected that you should convert it properly. First of all, you have to convert this online, put it in a, suppose in a say docs, then replace underscore by minus, then go to CSV, that is any notepad, and then convert this in Excel. So these are the simple things what we expect from the IT people. So as the whole data is concerned, suppose it is given in, suppose we consider the data for our Aadhaar data, huge data now, 140 crore data. So it is put in what type of or data format. That is, what type of data format is required for this one to store this data? Other data for 140 crore people. Huh? What type of? I'm not from IT. You are from IT. I'm not from IT. 140 crore people's data stored in which format? Fixed width or delimited? Fixed width or delimited? So many data are shared, insurance data shared, that is credit card data shared, but other data never shared. Other data never shared. It is easily available. Other data never shared. What is shared? Insurance data shared for credit card data shared, for any type of email data shared, email are shared, but other data never shared. Why? In which format they are stored? Huh? Anyone? Are you all IT people? I'm not IT people. I'm not from IT. It is in delimited or fixed width. I think you know na delimited. I'm not from IT. You from IT na? If you compare yourself with myself, this is just like a doctor and a Hathora doctor, na? So I'm a Hathora doctor. You are all doctor. So please tell me how to do this one. These are given in fixed width format. Fixed width. And this coding, fixed width data can be easily accessible. But until and unless you know what are the width, you cannot convert this one. That's why other data never shared. There is no fraud with the other data. Have you ever heard this one? There is a fraud of other data? No other data. It is not because that biometric are there. Because it is stored in a very simple format, in a notepad, .txt file with fixed width. You have this data. There is so many zeros and ones and like this one, but you cannot say this one. Suppose in this class, if I write serial number, your name, and then your age, your marks, and I use that text padding of suppose 14 as your serial number. So if your serial number is 1, then that will be written as 13 number of 0, then 1. Suppose your name is concerned, I decoded to this a number, and then write this one is a 123. And then suppose next one is decoded as your marks is on 2-digit percentage, I convert this in 137. So suppose your marks is 56, that will be written as 121 number of 0, then 56. So until and unless this is here, there is no need of this data. So that is the data part. Anyway, so when you go for test of hypothesis, so let's go for a simple example. Example is, sir, suppose in this class, I take, I think CS people are there, na? Is there any CS people? Computer science? Some students are there, computer science? IT people are there, and data science people, data science? No. So let's take 3 groups. One is management department is there, this is IT department, and side by side, I think CS department is there. Let's take these 3 departments. Okay. And now we'll create one data set. Online. We'll create one data set. I've already created this one for this class. Then we want to test, is there really any difference exists between this IT and CS, IT and management and CS? Then what type, how to conduct the test? That is most important because that test will be there, and accordingly we have to do the, that is interpretations. And you have to interpret this one, how it is going on. Okay. Anyone please sit here? Anyone? Let me do this one. So first, suppose, so I want, so gradually I'll share this one, but I'll not this one. First of all, it is called continuous distribution, normal distribution. This is called Gaussian distribution. Whatever the statistics, inferential statistics, all are coming from these distributions. So if you are asked, that is what type of distributions are there in your interview, always that Gaussian distributions, normal distributions. And it is minus infinity to plus infinity, and this mean, median, and mode, they are same only in the classroom. But in reality, they never happen. This is a bell-shaped curve that happened only in the classroom. Outside this classroom, whenever you talk with any type of data, that never happen. Okay. No, madam, you need to try this one. I'll share with everyone, even the data file also. So here, this is called standard normal distributions when it is basically we use some Z score like this one. That curve is also looking like this one. And so far as this bell-shaped curve is concerned, suppose if I consider the suppose marks of all this class, there is definitely some maximum, some minimums are there, na? Some median, some mean values, some mode values, all are there. That curve, if you take the marks for whole Tripura University, then that will look like this one automatically. This is the histogram, and from where gradually we are coming. So this is the process. I'll share this one, you'll do this one. Most important is the sampling. Why sampling is there? It is not possible to consider the whole Tripura University at a whole, all the students. And in that case, what we do, we have to involve a huge number of costs there and simultaneously time consuming also. Instead, we go for a sampling. That is, randomly we select some of the students from this department, that department, like that department. And we try to posit we have some people, there is pre-thinking about this one, that is IT department is better than management, management is better than computer science like this one. I want to test that one. That is the most important one. So here, if we want to do this one, there are two processes. One process is that I can check each and every students of IT, management, and CS department. Secondly, instead of checking all of them, I can consider a small fractions of them. And on the basis of that, we can think about the whole department. That is known as basically sample. So we'll go by that one. Populations means set of all elements being considered. Populations does not mean how many students are there. Populations means you are talking about the characteristics of the all the peoples. So if you are talking about marks, then it is known as univariate. And if you're talking about marks and age, then that is called bivariate. And if you are talking about marks, age, as well as family income, that is more than 2, known as multivariate. So is there any scholar here other than Minalda? Is there any scholar from IT department? Anyone? Is there any scholar here or all PG students? I don't know. Scholar? Any scholar? Achha, you tell me one. Suppose I want to know the status of IT students in terms of their marks behavior. It is univariate, bivariate, or multivariate. Status of marks of IT department. Univariate. Only I am talking about marks of IT department. Suppose I want to compare the marks of IT department and CS department. Univariate or bivariate? I want to compare and contrast the marks of IT and CS department. Univariate or bivariate? Bivariate. I want to not compare. I want to know the status of marks distributions of IT department, CS department, and management department. Univariate, bivariate, or multivariate? No, multiple univariate. If I compare and contrast, then only that is multivariate. If I want to know the status of IT, CS, and management department, that is basically nothing but the multiple univariate. Here, so what objectives you are taking this one? On the basis of which you have to take the methods. It is not that on the basis of methods you will set the objective. If your objective is univariate, your analysis will be univariate analysis. If it is bivariate, then bivariate. If it is multivariate, multivariate. If it is multiple univariate, then you have to go by multiple univariate analysis like this one. Here, when we talked about this one, so I'll share this one very quickly. This will be required for your interview, na? Please go there. Directly come to this one. That is the basically null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. What I'm saying. Suppose I claim that price of this pen is 5 rupees. So my initial null hypothesis is 5. You can contradict this one in several ways. Whatever be the price, it is not equal to what is the 5. So 2 tail tests, alternatively more than 5, less than 5, 1 tail test. So these are all very good in board, na? But let's do something else. Like what I've figured. Acha, have you heard about Rabindranath Tagore, one people whose statue is there in front of Tripura University? One person is long dead. You know, na? So he once told that, I don't know he was from mathematics or not, he once told that. That is, if you want to give a long lecture on mathematics, it would be better before that, you should enlighten that. So let's do this. So these are things now. What is sitting there? I really don't know. Hey, na? Huh? This is big really. Let's do something. Beta, total beta. Suppose I want to compare between, suppose this is the management department and this is IT department. Okay? I want to compare between management and IT. हमने सामने है ना? तो go there. Excel file is yes. First, come here. Here, from here, starting from here. Start from here. No application yeah. Okay, yes, at that time I thought that I will not use management because all three departments go better, I will do it. So IT department, CS department, DS department, that is IT, CS computer science, data science. Okay. I want to compare it. So is there anyone know how to compare? Anyone? First, whenever I try to compare it with any group, under machine learning also, na, normally we go for directly comparing this one, but that is not true. First of all, you have to compare the variability between them. If their variables are same, variabilities are same, one sort of test under machine learning, if not, another set of tests. So if we go, data is go, data. There is one data analysis also there. Is there any data analysis? Any point is there, data analysis? Have you checked your own computer whether data analysis part is there? All of you are from IT. Excel, the application of data analysis part is there or not? I think that it is. Go. Addings. Still addings. Yes. Go. Analysis toolbar. This is required. If you want to solve LPP, then solver required. If you want to solve LPP, persistence problem and transformations assignment, then solver required. Now you find them on data analysis. Okay. Now data analysis first is there. That is okay. Go to data analysis. So I want to compare between the IT and CS. how to do this one and do machine learning. So here you find one F test for two sample of variances. Right, this one. Do you have suppose I want to compare between IT and CS. IT and CS. So my initial hypothesis is that mu IT is equal to mu CS. This is my initial hypothesis. I want to compare between this one. Their marks are more or less same. Secondly, they are not same. Mu IT not equal to CS. In most of the books, you will find that they ask you to simply go for that one. That is something. Before you check this one, whether they are same in terms of their marks behavior, you have to check that whether the graduate of marks are same or not. So that's why before that, step one, what he is doing, F test, you have to go there, check that sigma IT is equal to sigma CS or not. Against sigma IT not equal to sigma CS. So we check it. Go. So here you will find just click here and select IT from here to here. Okay, and select IT. IT marks plug 1 to here, from here to here. Right. Go. Say beta. And click it. By similarly, do it for CS. Okay? Up to 56. Up to 56. So here, labels are there. Why labels? Because actual CS is written there. So click labels. Output range, click here, output range, and click here, and click keyword. First, we have to click left. Output range, click here, keyword. Just keyword. Okay. You don't solve this one. Yeah. Variable one edge. That's it. Beta, reading those questions will be asked. Beta, no other questions will be asked. Okay. So can anyone tell me, is there any variability or not? I ask you, maybe sets of data are there, and I ask you, is there any variability there or not? In items here. Anyone? Giving this one, you will be asking you, is there any variability there between this department? Yes or no? Anyone? Look at that. This one. Yeah, like this. If this p value is less than 0.05, do not accept H0. That is, if this value is less than 0.5, do not accept this one. So what do you accept? This one. Unequal variance. If p greater than 0.05, do not reject H0. That is equal variance. First step. Okay. Step one, that is this value, just by looking at this one, if this value, so what is that value? 0.3. It is greater than 0.05 or less than 0.5? Yes. Greater. So this one I should take equal or Equal or unequal assumption? It is equal analysis. We cannot reject H naught. We cannot reject Sokuntala's demand. C was right. We cannot reject Sokuntala's demand. So C was right. So it is basically on the basis of equal values. Now I want to know that IT and CS department, their marks here are basically more or less equal. Okay, let's again go the data analysis. Ekdam last में एकदम last which analysis right here you find t-test two sample assuming equal variance, t-test two sample assuming unequal variance. So what we have unequal or equal? Yeah, equal. We cannot reject that equal variance. Now go to t-test assuming equal variance. Okay. Okay. Select item. Select item. Then CS. Okay. 0. There is no difference. 0. Levels is there. 0. Levels. Output range. Okay. So once we are satisfied, then we want to test this one. If it is less than 0.05, again same thing. Do not accept H naught. And if it is greater than 0.05, do not reject H naught. So what you find here? Okay. Oh. So here again look at it. The value is 0.00 and it is less than 0.01. So don't accept that. There may not be variability, but IT department and CS department has same it. That is the way how you can compare. You will not be asked to do this one, but in your interview, that question should be asked. That is, if you want to go for any data science like this one, we think that if you have to go for any programming or like this one, several people are there. Even if you will be asked how to interpret it. And that's the vector to the explain. So you have to answer this one. It is not the case that it is expected that even I ask you the previous that is those one from BTech background. During your BTech also, definitely this one of the allied subjects. So statistics like this one, you have just covered this one just to pass this one. But when you go for interview nowadays, if you appear for any data science courses, this is the first time if you ask some of the courses in the previous and this is like that. Some of the courses, these are essential. That is, it is not the case that you have to try all this under peer method. But how to interpret data, that is the mistake. So we have taken the department IT, CS and Yes, that is data science. They are compared between the ITLCS. So you can do the repeat the same thing between ITCS and ITTS and CSDS also. So this is one. Second way is that suppose I want to compare between the three at a time. Then based on hypothesis three or not like this one, you have to combine sense compare them, and that is called ANOVA. Okay, go to ANOVA, right? ANOVA. Data first, single factor ANOVA. Okay. Select this all. All okay. These are first. Levels in first row, output range. Okay. 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 Why is that? Yeah. So, hey, everyone tell that 7.16 in your life. Huh? What is that? Anyone? I don't know. We have from other department. What is written there? 7.16 C minus 0.5. What is that? If I ask this question to you, I think because 7.16 C minus 0.05 minus 0.5, what is that? This question will be asked. And this is, don't ask this question to me and I can ask you. What is that? This will be asked. For those who are from IT and DS, they are going to expect 7.16 10 to the power minus 0. So that value is definitely 0.1471610. Definitely, this is expected. This is expected. Okay, this is expected. 7.16 is a scientific notice. So you have to convert this. So where here what we find, this is basically less than 0.05. So there is statistically significant differences between IT, CS and DST. These are the differences. These differences are there in fact. But how they are different or not, that we cannot do this. Either we have to go by R or by factor. That is called post-hoc estimations. For post-hoc estimations, we have to go by R definition. But here, one interesting figure is that actually this model is like this one. This one, I think, effect of this department, and then some one error term is there. Okay, error term. This error term has two assumptions. Assumptions 1 and assumptions 2. This is called normality of residuals. Residuals. That is, we expect that residuals will be looking like this one, that Gaussian distributions. And assumption 2 is called homoscedastic distribution. What is that? Sometimes even exam also comes in teacher, right? That is suppose x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. y is equal to 10, 10, 30, 30, 50. Then what will be the value of y if value of x is equal to 20? So from other side. In 1900, people can run, the fastest people in the earth can run in 12 seconds. In 1910, it was 11.5. Then 1920, it was 11. So each 10 years, it reduces by 0.5. Okay, 0.5 seconds. So is it possible that in 2100, people will run 100 seconds in 1 second, 100 meters in 1 second? No. Actually, when you take x equal to 0, 1, 54, y is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, and try to find y on the basis of x equal to 40. If this problem, that is, whenever we estimate something, it is always in a stream. We cannot go outside the stream. That is the assumptions of proof. It may happen that normally when you go for any estimations, so these assumptions are there. So suppose assumptions 1, okay. Assumptions 2, okay. So what that? ANOVA class, I think in the next session, so like this one, this post-hoc, okay, it is the post-hoc. Post-hoc estimation bin, that is ITCS separately, TS separately, and ITTS separately. The comprehensive system. If everything is okay. But it happens only in the classroom, that is, all the assumptions are satisfied. In reality, that never happens. Suppose assumptions 1 is not satisfied, but assumptions 2 is satisfied. Then we go for critical one is non-parametric. That is, we cannot provide any parameters. And third case, when both of them will not occur, then that is basically known as air soil post-hoc estimation. So it is not expected that we will be asked what is that statistic. But we will face this problem everywhere. Whenever there is an interview, don't expect that we will be asked to go for this programming or that program. Nowadays, even I give you one example of my own department. Previously, income department was what account? Only the income people can do this account. Because the belief previously, in this advancement of this computer programming like this one, now anyone can do account. Tally software are there, any students pass from this or from any literature, they can do this. So why they do that? So why they? In that case, they need to interpret that until and unless you interpret it. So if I want to put you as the IT student or the students for data science job, mostly the jobs are there in AI and not as data science, AI data science like this one. So if you go for AI, expect that they will ask you for detail. You have to interpret it. Otherwise, there is a possibility. So these are the simple based on hypothesis. Otherwise, some deviations are there, but that is not most important. Important is that whatever types of data you are dealing with, you have to do this one. So fixed with it. Why it is important? Because it's under fixed with data. Until and unless you share the with the client software like this, clients like this one, they cannot do this one. Even if it is stolen, it is simplest form you can continue this one. So many other files are there, lessons like this one. But ultimately, the basic one is notepad, na? Text. I think they used to say so. My teacher from my side, you always say this one. Text is very much. If you keep this one, everything is text file. Dot txt file is like that. You can take anything from anywhere, go to that text file, you will get this. But simultaneously, I ask you sometimes to try to convert anything from that PDF to yes, I can easily do this one. But I said, Excel. I will use online converter. Use online converter with some negative values. Nothing. So here lies your personal ability and creativity. That is how to solve this. Problems are there everywhere. Whenever there is a problem, you can do this. Even statistics also. Suppose in this class, I think so much are already told you now. There is 2 years correlations are there. I find the level of family income and your what is that your marks. If your income is high, then your marks is also high. This is samples. You have to test. That is whether the p-value is less than 0.05 or not. That is whenever you get two variables, bivalent like this one, you get one result. But that is not enough. Most important is that interpretations. So testing of hypothesis, whenever so it is not the only skills that we are doing for comparing between this one. When you use the machine learning technology, so there may be large data set. Even in this university also, I can test. In this university, one database is there, known as CMI Royal Cycling Database. Yeah, CMI Royal Cycling Database in this university they participate. There you take 470,000 companies, 200 parameters, and 30 years. Try to find that. It's very simple. That is to try to find the data and try to make it in an Excel. That's right. So if from any database, if I want to take any data, so maximum how many columns of data you can get in Excel? Anyone? From any database, if I collect data, maximum how much? Data you are all IT people, so not IT. You IT people. Huh? If I want to take any data from any database, it's simple Excel. I'm not using Excel or any. So maximum column, how much I can take? Maximum column. 256. And maximum rows. How much? 256 into 56, 65,536. So because any dot Excel sheet is a 256, number of rows is 256 square, 556, and now suppose I take 5 variables, suppose I take 20 variables and 18 observations. What would be the value of the distributions? Anyone? Yeah, that is not from I think this is also this one. How many pages are there? How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And suppose, for the sake of simplicity, I know that food is not available here. And you log food for 7 days. So before I die, I search for food. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 60, I search 30 number of pages. So if I take 20 number of variables and 19 number of observations, system is not solvable. I will search 65,536 minus 1. That is 65,535. That will be the event. And that means the system is not stable. So this type of simple things to know this one before giving the exam when you try to interpret. We are not computer people, sure computer people. But unfortunately, you have to work for us because we don't know how it is. Actually, you have to work for us. We depend on you. That's why you should know our that is the administration. Here, each and every department, there is a demand for IT people. Whenever anyone from this department as a student joined in the university, every department, it may be economics, it may be mathematics, it may be your departments are there. Apart from your department, everyone are demanding the IT. Because we don't know the computer, you know the computer, and we are expecting that you will do something on behalf of us. So that's why we have to you should know all that. All else is that statistics is not a subject, but mathematics is not a subject for us. It is a language that can express very easily. That's why that is required. So in this part, within this one day, you can expect that you can learn IT, yes, But this department will based on faculties and over not strict. But after this workshop, if it is possible, for your own interest, for your own purpose, please go through the minimum statistics. Particularly those are work on IT, yes, and try to operate data sets. For intelligent purpose, once you join there, just like this one. Before I joined here, I need pass the net exam. But now, if I sit for net exam, I cannot pass. I know this one. Because my boundary basically reduces. And not only that, I think you have already done this one. Now it is not only the when I was a student. Suppose in 2001, when I passed MSc, if someone asks, that is, can you analyze the qualitative data? So I laughed at that time. But nowadays, it's the fact that due to the X-Men and other things, you can analyze the data also. I think you know this one. What is this? X-Men, anyone? Someone is there is what you speaks about this one, what you speaks like this one, you agree that can be converted. That is, after this class, how many values you have given to me also I can analyze it. Nowadays it is possible to facts. So yes, that's possible. If I give you some ranking, I think that is available. Yes, I did it in my department, but I after every program back. Yes. No, it's not available, but it's possible. There is after this seminar, what type of that is after this class, what type of value you are given, that I can go for 90%. So when in 2001 I was a student, if someone asked me, can you analyze the quality? I laughed at that. But with the advent of computers and with the others, that's why now it is possible. Even how you select this one? That is supposed to give us some of your friends get. How you select this? There is 5 to travel and 5 not to travel. How you select? To that, 3 by 5 are like so that. 3 by 5 are some values are there, some plus minus all are there. So you can prepare. You can prepare that. So my point is that this 1 hour extra can understand based on microorganisms and over 1 will get concept. It will not be okay. Will get concept. But that certificate will have no use until and unless you know how to interpret it. So just like you are doing your own subject, nowadays you want to get the job, definitely go by physical science. Otherwise not possible. Because you will be asked to not to perform that one, but to interpret it. That's why it is needed. And regarding qualitative statistics, I said this story. 2001, when I passed, someone asked me, I laughed at that time. Nowadays, in my department, I teach this. I don't know that. That is after this workshop in my department, to prepare a report like this. To prepare a report like this one, that is how you do side. Can you find it? I don't know that. So I said that. So now it is possible to find a sentimental. These are expectations from right. I know that this is your allied subject, you have never taken it very seriously. What to do with sense? Unfortunately, where bigger is that, and within 1 hour, you will understand testing of hypothesis, within 1 hour, you will understand ANOVA fire. 96 onwards, from class 11 onwards, and continuously. Here about 30 years, then I know understand. So one of my students is there. Nowadays he is in Assam. Commerce department, Dr. Khan is there. He was the student of this department. So actually he was a scholar of our popular set, but in this university, 90 people more that. He was my student. So once he told me that my thesis is available in my department, every student is available, every student is registered, so I know that I will not get Nobel because of that thesis. Better. So one day he asked me, sir, you teach us statistics, sometimes some other department students are also here for class and concepts. But in your thesis, I don't find any sense. Yes, I don't know sense. Actually, the fact. Because this such a subject is more is not I cannot apply. Because how many diagnostic tests are there before running one reverse sequence? You don't know, and you will not be able to calculate. There are three types of life. One is life, second one is non-life, third one is statistics. You are not able to interpret it. That's why nowadays every interview is mandatory that they are asking you to interpret some of the lessons. It is not expected that you will be asked, tell me something about problems, tell me something about testing of hypothesis. But it's expected that what we expect from you. If we are from social science, some life science people are also there. They expect that they will run the program and you on behalf of this one and interpret for them. 10% is forget about English subcontinent. We do everything. We do everything. And starting from cleaning and everything, to write these cases for my scholars, we do everything. But it's not expected. If you go there, suppose you see Manipal University, I know this one. And if you surprised to know this one, in our university, if you publish a paper, you don't get 5 rupees. But in Skill University, in the academic published one paper in Q1, immediately they got 4 lakh. 4 lakh is my friends. Most of the universities, they are big. So they needed more manpower. Even they did not type anything. They are type all these things. Now, teachers are type all it. Scholars type everything. But they did not type this one. Separate typists are there. And IT people are not typists. IT people are not this. Before this, when we start this one, I talked about this from the chemistry department. He joined there. So he was from different background. Within 6 months, he was acclimated with the what the requirement in commerce. In our department, supervisors, one courses are there. You can talk with Swami said, we contributed 45%. Alone, one department contributed 45% from my department. Because that's where it started. One day, one officer came, see him, saw him, and took him to the administration department, and he was asked to that. He left his job, now joined me. In fact, and they are enjoying, they have trained him, they are enjoying this. If you think that IT people are expected to type, I tell you one story. One IT people there in the prime course. I cannot tell you the names. One day he was asked to type to the license writing near about 300 words. Suddenly that professor told him, this everything. Then after he asked, sir, where did he write to the honorable license? So he was about to read that. I was there. I tell him good thing. That is the difference between if you don't know IT and if you know IT. If we could have asked me, if I could have in that place, if I had so then whenever that professor told me, so immediately, okay, sir, let me start a new file. I open it immediately into file. And when he asked me to write to the honorable licensor, I write to the honorable and copy it from there and paste it. That is also expected. What we expect? I came here not from teaching. I always I came here just to share that since I was in this department for there about 1 year, that is what we expect from it. In our department, what is so similarly, one department, the other department, maybe another department. So many departments are there. Everyone expects that we need some service from you. And that is basically the job prospect you have. We are demanding that's why people don't know IT. That's why we are demanding IT because if you know IT, why will you demand IT? Okay, so you should know our language. So if I ask, suppose I go to China and they're asking, please give me a glass of water. Is there anyone? The Chinese water ready to give one glass of water? Or it's simply a Bengali and Jackie Bola came to the glass of water and die. Because in Jol is mainly available Jol water. So the Jol river is mainly the Bengalis. By the Bengalis and the Nasibis. Doesn't anyone get this one? So if I ask one glass of Jol, China water, I die. Because we will not be able to answer. So what we expect, you cannot from, we don't expect that within 1 day you can identify taste of hypothesis. One day you learn taste of hypothesis and another what will you do? What we expect from life, always, that is, whatever the allied subjects are there, those economics, because there you get this. Your core subjects are there, that is required for your efficiency. And your job will be in the analysis. So clear, your core subject creates your competence. And your job will be created in the analysis. Like statistics, there sometimes OB, financing behavior, like this one. So suppose your boss asks me, that is, I heard that some people are giving knowledge. Okay, so you please analyze how many of them and how many people are telling you. So you have to analyze. And this is what scientific analysis. So some designs are already available, and that takes mining analysis. So you have to understand this one. Suppose English program is going, and my department also sometimes is program. Oh, but you have. I know that students never learn this. I was also a student. When we say about blocks of work, and you will surprise to know that from class 3 onwards up to graduation, every Saturday, 2 p.m. onwards, we have a seminar. I know, but it's simple. Every conversation was well, yeah, I have some conclusions and I expect some questions among it. So from class 3 onwards, I am attending this workshop, seminar, conference. No one understands that. So that's why I said, I can still remember when I was in class 11, one transmission nursing came from Argentina, gave a long lecture on so then he asked me, do you have any questions, anyone? I raised my hand. And he told me that I know your questions. And yes, I have my answers. You're so very. My questions was what I have not done. And have you seen Bharatanath? Because I didn't think about that. And he told me that I know that you asked me that question. He showed me the hard copy of that, where Bharatanath history of Muslims in world sense. So that is basically that person came here for philosophical lecture on Atma like this one. No one heard this one, but he knows that what would be the next. That is the predictions about the knowledge. So your 4 subjects are there. This 4 subjects is the competence. Your allied subjects are there where your jobs are ready and they are waiting for that is the lessons. The NDP is only not there. And this why I choose for copy. When the same materials are available from my where I do not add because of the conference, but you can get us bigger services. I told him now you are from IT, but we social science people do not better how to operate systems. Then it's a fact. You know the hardware, you know the science. And IT is a course that is the gap between the social science, biological science, physical science, one side, and computer science on the other. This is tight. Your core subject is the competence. But your jobs are ready, the allied subject. This is one or you have learned this. Sir, I learned it from 96 from class 11 or till date I do. 3 lakh once I think you heard about productivity. You heard it about productivity. He was our cricket and we did well. Students. At that time, so everyone asked me, how you play? I would see the balls. I haven't seen the balls. Some red line, something like this one, and how the landscape might be. Is it okay? So, it's like this one. Computer, what the ask what I'm saying, how to run something, and you place this is the character. That is it. Don't take it seriously. A man begins situations after his education. So if you want to get the job, please concentrate on allied subject. But don't concentrate so much that you forget your core subjects. Core subject is the competence. Allied subjects, they are waiting for you so that you do something for them. That is your job. That is the emphasis. So here, you please satisfy yourself, not from anyone. So many people are there that is for that. One courses are there, so many one courses. You have taken out 7 courses now. Some courses are there. So you are programming techniques. We don't know. In my department, one I am actually by scored 88 minutes. Basically, it's 16 marks of it. So how it is marks of that? I never asked him this programming. I asked him if this type of problem comes, you solve in this fashion. This type of problem you solve in this fashion. He scored 88, and I'm sorry to say that in my department he scored more marks than the PhD scores in that particular subject. That's why I am missing that semester. You know that some small boys are there. If I ask them, and in this for PhDs also, they cannot. They cannot. I teach them statistics, but if I teach them still my syllabus, they cannot. Because with this statistics, I teach them the statistics not and foundation scores in also. I am teaching them we have also taken some of foundation scores are reciprocal statistics are some courses. So they score 23 out of 31 pass. I know that all will not pass. That's why I have also asked them to take soft skills. Because if they don't pass here, they will pass soft skills. So, allied subject. For us, your subject is our allied subject. For you, our subject is your allied subject. That will be this type of subject and by the end. Okay, beta. Wish you all the best and share this video with your teacher. You can share it well. Okay. From your subject, why don't you learn our subject? That is the किसी का स्वयं से चले तो तेलुगु के हाथ से लोग हैं तो गाँव में से सुनने को आएंगे ओके आप
Okay, so we can conclude here for this day, and tomorrow again, and tomorrow will be the last day. We'll be having a valedictory session after both the technical sessions. The first session would be we will be starting at 11:30 as usual, and the second session would be started at 2 p.m. The first session hopefully is going to be hopefully it will be in online mode, whereas the second session would be in offline mode. After the second session, we'll have a quick test comprising of 20 to 30 questions per us. And after that, the valedictory session where the certificates will be distributed to all the participants, all the eligible participants rather. So I'll request all the participants who are joining or who are attending this program in offline mode to remain present tomorrow to collect the certificate. Thank you.